Good evening, friends. Dick Riculus here, reporting live for WBIGD-TV. Today we're going to talk about another product. We're going to have Big D test and prove if it's true, if it's false, if it's right, if it's wrong, if the manufacturer's leading you down a path of destruction, if they're just plain out lying to you. We are here and we're going to report it, because that's what we do. Dick Riculus here, WBIGD-TV.
Yeah, you know it's true. You big dummy.
My name is Derek and I do YouTube videos about audio equipment. Videos about audio. I know it doesn't make sense, but if you guys enjoy that type of stuff, you might enjoy subscribing to my channel and I'd appreciate it. So stick around for the cool content and don't be surprised if you see a big dummy. What's up guys, Big D Wiz, Williston Audio Labs back once again. Today we look at a Rockville amp. Not to be confused with Rockford or Rockwood or Rock Salt. That's right, it's the Rockville RXM-T2. Too bad Big Dummy here happens to choose a model that is no longer available. Yeah, that's right, this is the Marine version, and you can't buy it anymore.
You big dummy.
The good thing though is the RXD-T2 is essentially the same amp. So let's hear about the output power according to Rockville.
The RXM-T2 puts out a legitimate 1600 watts RMS when bridged. This amp performs at 600 times 2 at 2 ohms RMS, and when you bridge it, you get 1600 times 1 at 4 ohms. To get even more power, you can run it at 1 ohm in stereo mode and 2 ohm in bridged mode.
So both the T2 and the M2 both share the same manual, so you can see all the features here. They both say they're marine grade, and here are the ratings. It is CEA certified, but just remember that only has to be at 4 ohms. The 2 ohms and the bridge and the other ones do not have to meet any rating.
Thanks, Big D. This is Dick Riculus.
Alright, so let's unbox this RXM-T2 and check it out. Now the real interesting part here is in the manual it says 2x400, 2x600, and 1x1200. That's what we would expect. You don't get 2x600 at 2 ohms and 1x1600. It just doesn't work that way mathematically. But this is a beautiful amplifier. I love the look of this thing. This polished aluminum looks for miles. Let's take a look at one end. Here you can see we got power connections here. It's 4 gauge. We have 3 35 amp fuses, and then we have speaker outputs. Those are approximately 10 to 12 gauge for speaker outputs. On the opposite side we have RCA inputs and outputs, gain control, boost control for bass, low pass filter, and then we have a switch for turning the crossover off or on. Then we have the adjustable high pass filter as well as a status LED. Now let's take a look at the dimensions. It's 12.25 inches by 6.7 inches. You can see the millimeters there for those who are outside the US. And then the height again is pretty small, about 2 inches in height. This amp fits pretty much anywhere. Now I thought I had tested this amp before, and I actually had tested the RXD-T2. What do you expect?
You big dummy.
Yeah, but anyway, I wanted to do a more thorough test of this model. So make sure you stick around till after the dyno test and we'll check out the guts of this beast. Just like you check out the horsepower rating on your car, we're going to check out the power output of the amplifier using the dyno. First off, we're going to start with stereo test. That's right, this is a 2-channel amp. It's rated 400 by 2 at 4 ohms. So first off, we're going to try the certified test up to 1% THD. We'll try this at 1 kilohertz, which is where the CEA rating is. You can see right at 400 watts, 404 and 398. So it does meet its CEA rating, although our voltage was just a little bit higher than the 14.4 that the CEA says. But still, $115 amp, yeah boy, that's what we like to see right here. So now let's try the 2 ohm rating, where the manual says 2 by 600 watts. And again, here at 14.4, we're right at it. I mean, literally just a few watts away. So pretty good output there. Now let's do the mono test. This is what you use obviously with a subwoofer. Bridge the amplifier. Let's try 4 ohms where it's rated, now crazily, either 1200 watts or 1600. And we got 1149 at 14.4. So I would say it's closer to the 1200 for sure. Let's try uncertified up to clipping. 1263 watts at 14.46. Now dynamically, it did a little better. We got 1500 watts. Yeah, not quite that 1600, and our voltage was 14.94. So anyway, it did pretty good. Let's bump it down a little bit to 2.67 ohms bridged. 1354 watts at 14.32. So there we go. Now we also decided to run it in the dynamic mode, 2.67 ohms, and look at this, almost 2,000 watts. Oh yeah, boy.
21 gigawatts!
Now, according to Rockville, this amp is stable at 2 ohms mono or 1 ohm stereo. So we tried dynamic first, because dynamic is the easier load on the amp. And as you can see, the power output was not that great. But the thing you can't see is the amplifier kept going into protect. So I'm going to show you a picture of the amp here. See the green LED light there for status? There's orange. That's what happened when we tried the 2 ohm mono load. Now, what did Rachel have to say at Rockville?
So even if you abuse the amplifier and run it at 1 ohm load in stereo mode or 2 ohm load in bridged mode, the amplifier will handle it.
Got him! Got him!
All right, now for the part most of you guys want to see, what's inside of this mini monster beast here. So let's take off the 6 screws here on the bottom, and we'll take a gander on the inside and talk about it a little bit. All right, here's that Rockville RXM-T2. This is a marine version. I assume that the board is coated with something to help protect it, because it did not have much gasketing material around the bottom. So I don't know that I would trust this with water, but it maybe does have some coating on the board. I can see it now. Where are our caps? 2200 microfarad 80 volts here. 2200 microfarad 35 volts. That's a nice size transformer. Thanks Ben Stein Jr. for that awesome description there of the amplifier guts. I did check online for this particular model to see if there's anything else, and I couldn't find any other additional models out there. Let's try this out with the Infinity Sub, see how it performs. Very strong to my ears. One of the things I noticed with this Rockville amp is I've got the low pass filter turned as low as it'll go, which here it says 50 hertz, but you can hear vocals in this. Listen. So that tells me it's got a really, like a 6 dB per octave crossover. Either that number is not correct. It's not really 50 hertz, because I should not be hearing any vocals at 50 hertz crossed over. All right, we've been rattling the walls here in the OSS Labs with this $120 Rockville amp. Let's check out the temperature. As you can see, not bad at all. 102 degrees is about as hot as it gets. So, oh, there's 103. But it stayed nice and cool during all the dyno test and the subwoofer test. So, good job. Make sure you check out our new 12 Volt Talk podcast. Me and High Five Egg are doing this. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Also, Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. we do a live YouTube stream. Also, check us out on Google Play, Spotify, and more. Now on to the results of the RXD-T2 or the RXM-T2, which are virtually the same amplifier other than the colors. And as you can see here, it did very close to its ratings in all the different tests. The only thing I can say, and the only reason Dick Riculous joined us at the beginning, was that 1600 watt rating and also the 1 ohm stereo and 2 ohm mono claims from Rockville. Now, granted, using speakers with impedance rise, you probably would be okay to use this amp at 2 ohms mono or 1 ohm stereo, but our tests are resistive, they're constant, and it does not work well with those loads. But it's $115. Come on, people. And the reliability seems to be there. It's built nice. Yeah, I didn't have any problems with it. So as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, liking, subscribing. We're getting close to 100K. When we get to 100K, we'll give away some cool stuff. Big D Wiz, till next time, I'm out of here. So I know a lot of you have heard about the Oasis meet in Scurry, Texas. I'm actually working on the video, but unfortunately, the Savard excursion killed my microphone. Here is the reason why it killed my microphone, but the video is coming. Make sure you go back and check my videos. I've got over 500 videos here on YouTube, many of them car audio related. As always, thanks for watching my videos, for liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing with your friends, share with your grandma, share with everybody. Big D Wiz signing out.